Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Misr Language School's commencement ceremony of the class of 2021. We are delighted to host this momentous evening despite the challenges imposed by COVID-19. We strongly urge you to abide by all safety regulations. Please keep your masks on at all times, maintain social distancing, and respect the seating arrangements. For your security, please do not approach the stage at any moment and remain in your seats out of courtesy for all. Kindly switch off your mobiles or place them on silent mode. And now, dear guests, please rise in honor of our graduates as we welcome the class of 2021. and gentlemen, please take your seats so we can continue the ceremony. And you need to remain in your seats, please. Ladies and gentlemen, please go back to your seats. We need to take our seats so we can continue with the ceremony, please. We will not proceed until everyone remains in their seats, please. Ladies and gentlemen, please go back to your seats so we can continue. You're being unfair for the rest. Please have a seat. Please have a seat, please, so we can continue with our ceremony. Now, could we stand up for the national anthem, please? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may now be seated. Yes, they can. Yes.
نقعد خلاص؟
The historic grounds on which we stand are a suitable venue for this ceremony, as MLS is no ordinary school. Like the pyramids, it too has its history, and like the Sphinx, it too was built with a vision. We hope you will enjoy the brief audiovisual account of our school's history, narrated by Mr. Galal Zaki as the voice of the Sphinx.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, honorable teachers and student leaders of the present and the future. You have come tonight to the most fabulous and celebrated place in the world. Here on this plateau stand forever the mightiest of human achievements, the Great Pyramids of Giza. The Greek father of history, Herodotus, called me Sphinx, and I am enthralled to be your host for tonight. I have seen the world through the eyes of brave explorers, watched generations of scientists push the boundaries of human knowledge, and I celebrated the advent of groundbreaking inventions that changed the course of our history. And throughout it all, the key, the source, the catalyst has always been education. Since ancient times, education has played a central role in developing civilized societies which could preserve the identity and legacy of individuals and communities. From Confucius and Aristotle to Maria Montessori and our very own Taha Hussein, teachers have been the custodians of this knowledge, planting the seeds of advancement and human development. Our journey towards enlightenment has been forged in the halls of schools just like yours. Misr Language School is the product of a dream, a vision of two exceptional leaders, Mrs. Magda Musa and engineer Ismail Osman. Magda Musa was an activist who fought her whole life to empower children with special needs and give them a voice and a role in our communities. Similarly to Queen Hatshepsut, she fearlessly directed Misr Language School to embrace a spirit of social awareness and community engagement. Since the inception of Misr Language School in 1985, engineer Ismail Osman has been a pillar of courage and integrity, a voice for equality against discrimination, and a strong proponent of community development for MLS. While Mrs. Magda Musa represented the heart of MLS, engineer Ismail Osman served as the lungs of the operation. He was instrumental in developing the vision for MLS educational programs, as well as designing and building the necessary structures to achieve this vision. He has spared no effort to create life-changing opportunities for young people, most notably with the establishment of Special Olympics Egypt, which he chaired for more than a decade. With the help and support of a community of teachers, parents, and students, MLS continues to grow and improve. The students graduating today are part of the legacy of this great school. They will go out in the world and share their stories, their knowledge, and their dreams. For thousands of years I have stood here, inspired by what I see. The winds of change always bring new possibilities and challenges. My advice is to always move forward with courage, imagination, and kindness. I look forward to reading about your adventures in the pages of our history.
Thank you, Mr. Zeki, for always captivating us. Please join me, ladies and gentlemen, in welcoming to the podium Mrs. Shahina Shahata, Director of Schools.
Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, parents, my beloved students. On behalf of the entire staff, I'd like to welcome you to Miss Language School Ceremony 2021. Hearing the proud story of MLS being echoed across the desert sands of Giza, surrounded by testaments of Egypt, the cradle of civilization, was euphoric. I would like to start by thanking His Excellency Mr. Francois, General Counsel of the French Embassy in Cairo, for his participation today. I'm also thrilled to have amongst us Dina Dash, MLS graduate 2012. Dina, where are you? We're looking for you. Our special guest speaker. I would like to begin by thanking His Excellency Egypt's Minister of Education, Tariq Shawqi, for his continued support. My heartfelt gratitude also goes to the Mission Naik, Cambridge International, Oxford, EdExcel, Advanced Ed, all our accreditation boards for their continued support. I would also like to extend my appreciation to His Excellency, Dr. Khalid Anani, for giving us this opportunity to celebrate the achievements of our students in such a magical and inspiring location. Those who know me understand very well what tonight means to me. من حوالي 20 سنة ابتديت شغل في مصر اللغات. وبعدها ب5 سنين اشتغلت في IG، مسكت قسم الاي جي. خرجت أول دفعة ليا في 2011 كانوا 9 طلبة. السنة دي وهي من أهم السنين ليا عشان بخرج 5 مدارس. American، French، National، British والفصول الخاصة. أنا كنت مسؤولة عن 9 طلبة. بعدها كنت مسؤولة عن International Division، دلوقتي مسؤولة عن المدرسة كلها. طبعاً الفصول الخاصة وجودهم معانا النهارده وسطنا وتخرجهم من المدرسة شرف ليا ودليل على اللي وصلت له التعليم في مصر. دفعة السنة دي هي أكبر وأول دفعة تضم جميع مدارس مصر اللغات. بيتخرجوا من أكتر مكان شهد على عظمة التاريخ والتعليم. الفراعنة هم اللي علموا العالم العلوم والأدب والفنون، وأنتم اللي هتكملوا المشوار. إن الله لا يضيع أجر من أحسن عمله. بالإخلاص والحب في العمل هتوصلوا لأهدافكم. The beauty surrounding us is a reminder that all we can achieve by dreaming big and working hard. From my experience, you also have to love what you do and to honor those who help you achieve your goals. My years of dedication and hard work have paid off, so will yours. And here you are standing in front of your parents, your loved ones, surrounded by history, memories, and friendships that could last a lifetime. These are moments you will never forget. أنا النهارده فخورة إني بخرج أول دفعة في مصر بشهادة التلمذة الصناعية. يوسف وميمة ودرية وماهر أول دفعة من خريجي فصول ماجدة موسى لذوي الاحتياجات الخاصة الحاصلين على شهادة الإعدادية المهنية. شرف لمصر وشرف لمصر اللغات. MLS's Special Needs Department works to unlock young people's potentials, challenging and encouraging them to become creative, confident, lifelong learners with hope in their hearts and determination in their minds. This is what MLS is about. It's about creating an inclusive community where people support and empower one another. This is what Mrs. Magda Musa and Engineer Ismail Osman had envisioned when they built the school. They wanted to contribute to bringing people closer together, despite their backgrounds and by respecting their differences. This philosophy is more important today than it ever was. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Language Schools prides itself with being an institution that delivers quality learning in diverse national and international accredited educational programs. While we place great emphasis on the academic success, we also work hard to ensure that students develop a broad range of skills. All these achievements are driven with a strong sense of community, by a strategy driven by teamwork and cooperation. A family of professionals committed to always putting the interests of our students first and foremost. At the heart of our family are our MLS parents, proud moms and dads, grandparents, the loudest cheerleaders, the stronger supporters. Today, we take this opportunity to celebrate your achievements and thank you for the dedication you have shown towards your children. باسم كل طالب أحب أحيي جميع الأهالي، كل أب وأم، كل جد وجدة على تعبكم معاهم. النهارده هم اللي حاسين إنهم بيتخرجوا مش أنتوا. Altogether, students, parents, teachers, staff members, we will continue to raise the bar of achievement higher through a spirit of unity, unity in our vision, unity in progress, and unity of purpose, based on our shared values and common aspirations. Ladies and gentlemen, as a principal of MLS, it is my duty to share with you our future goals. We will be setting a new direction for MLS, one which will help to further strengthen the ability of our students to build and fulfill their career aspirations. The time is right. Under the leadership of His Excellency, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, President of the Arab Republic of Egypt, Egypt has worked hard to transform the country's educational system, strengthening its roots with new legal frameworks, diversifying its content to meet the needs of our time, facilitating its implementation with innovations in technology, closing achievement gaps through inclusion policies, make sure that no child is left behind. President Sisi's philosophy revolves around turning students from passive recipients into active participants in the educational process. Schools like MLS have the responsibility to keep the momentum going by shaping learning outcomes to encompass skills that meet the requirements of Egypt-labeled force, nurturing talents, and cooperating with international partners to equip our teachers with new and effective teaching methodologies. Ladies and gentlemen, today's student achievements are a testament that despite the obstacles we may encounter in life, we do have the power to create a better future for ourselves. One of the most important lessons we have gained from the pandemic is that the most important things in life are not material. Our faith, our health, and our families are the treasures in our life. Our freedom to breathe fresh air and to meet our friends and our loved ones, to go out and to be able to go to the club, to go swimming, to go everywhere with your friends. We've been deprived of that the past couple of years. Our ability to go to work, to go to school, to feel safe and secure in our communities. Ladies and gentlemen, our students lead by example, and their vision for the future is full of hope and promise. I know for many of you, it's difficult to bid adieu to your school life, as I'm sure it will be for our graduating students of 2021. It's not easy to move towards uncharted territories. You will almost certainly, from time to time, look over your shoulders, facing back to the life you left behind, your friends, your teachers, your memories. Whenever you feel like this, I want you to shake this feeling and take a step forward. I want you to look towards the future with courage and patience. They often say, through experience, you'll find the answers to life riddles. But the truth is, by the time you find these answers, life almost always changes its questions. So don't try to recreate the past. Instead, build the future that reflects what you hope to achieve. Life is full of twists and turns, happiness and sorrow, powerful moments, laughter, and difficulties, and achievements. So stay healthy, have faith in yourself, treat people with kindness and respect, and as much as you can, enjoy the ride. I would like to take this opportunity to thank my dear friend, sister, Mrs. Iman Salema, MLS Vice Principal. As a result of your leadership, dedication, guidance, and motivation, our beloved teachers and staff have definitely given all this year to ensure that every student received the support and guidance they needed to succeed. في الآخر أنا أحب أشكر كل واحد ساهم في نجاح الصرح ده، الصرح العظيم مصر اللغات، وترك بصمة فيا أنا شخصياً من أول الراحلة ماجدة موسى وصديقة كفاحها الأستاذة جميل الهلالي اللي آخر حفيدة ليها بتتخرج من المدرسة النهاردة، نور العطر. وطبعا ما اقدرش انسى مدام نرمين ندى اللي اتعلمت منها كتير، واخيرا مدام نجوى ومعه، وبوعدهم اننا مكملين المشوار وبقوه. احب اشكر كل واحد اشتغل بحب وضمير وساعد في تحقيق حلم كل طالب انه يوصله انه يقف وسطكم ويتخرج النهارده. شكرا لأسرة مصر للغات. من مجلس إدارة ونظار ونواب ووكلاء مدرسين ومشرفين وعمال، الولاد اللي بتتخرج قدامكم هي ولادكم وانتوا اكيد فخورين بيهم. هشكركم بدون الألقاب. شكرا دكتور محمد سليمان، مس حنان مصطفى، هالة اسماعيل، دينا سليم، طارق العطر، سماسيا ونانسي وسارة. ومن القسم المصري هبة سعد، نيفين حمزة، مس لبنى، مس أمل عبد الباري، أستاذ خالد بحراوي. وطبعا من الجمعية العميد مجدي، الأب الروحي لمصر للغات، أستاذ محمد الشافعي. أستاذ محمد الشافعي الإسعاف جه شاله لأن هو عمل مجهود جبار النهارده، فإن شاء الله تقوم بالسلامة يا مستر شافعي. مصطفى خضر وأشرف الشافعي، مس أماني الفيومي، أستاذ محمد أحمد، طارق أسعد، مستر معتز، أكيد محمد فاروق ومها وريهام حسني وإيمان صدقي وياسمين شبراوي شموسة، وأكيد محمد أسامة ودكتور وسام. طبعا أحب أشكر الماليات كلها والإدارة المالية كلها، أستاذ أحمد يحيى، والاتش ار أستاذة سحر، والقانون كله أستاذ خالد، والأستاذ مدحت شؤون الطلبة، الأستاذة نهى وجميع العاملين في وجميع المدارس، وطبعا محمد حسن ومحسن، وما أقدرش أنسى بكار وعم عبد النبي ومحمد وحماد. طبعا بخص بالشكر أعضاء مجلس الإدارة على كل مجهوداتهم وإخلاصهم، وعلى رأسهم الدكتور محمد عبد الله، والزميلة مدام أماني حسني، والأستاذ عبد المعطي رشوان، والأخ العزيز عمر خالد، وطبعا المهندس إسلام. ربنا يقدركم على المسؤولية. مش هنسى أشكر أعضاء مجلس إدارة السابقين اللي هم النهارده بالصدفة أغلب أعضائه بيتخرجوا أولادهم وسطنا. الأخ العزيز الأستاذ أحمد العطر، الباش مهندس رؤوف بكري، الأستاذ جمال عبد الباري، وأخيراً وليس آخراً الأستاذ محمد أبو هندية. Finally, my dear sons and daughters, I wish you luck, success, prosperity. But above all, I wish you a legacy that speaks of your humanity and of the goodness of your heart. I love you all. Congratulations, class 2021. ودلوقتي أحب أسيب الكلمة لشخص ساند المدرسة من 5 سنين لحد دلوقتي، وساندني أنا شخصياً. عمل بضمير وإخلاص، طور في مدرسته، اهتم بمصلحة الموظفين والطلاب، سافر لإتمام الاتفاقيات، أخذ قرارات جريئة جداً وصعبة جداً عشان يحافظ على موقع المدرسة ووضعها، لأنه بيعتبر المدرسة بيته الأول مش بيته التاني. رفيق الكفاح، رجل المهام الصعبة، خريج دفعة 96، رئيس مجلس الإدارة المهندس كريم عبد الرحمن.
Thank you, Mrs. Shanaz. Mrs. Shahnaz Shahata, MLS School Director, Monsieur Francois, the Council of the French Embassy in Cairo, dear parents, students, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure to be able to address this distinguished audience on one of the most important events of the year, Misr Language School graduation ceremony. I would like to start by thanking my fellow board members for the commitment they have shown towards MLS. On behalf of the whole team, I would like to extend my appreciation to the parents of MLS for entrusting us with this important mission. It is truly an honor for us to be able to contribute to ensure that the school we love can continue to prosper and bring so much joy in the lives of our children. Mesdames et messieurs, Monsieur le consul général de l'ambassade de France au Caire, chers parents et mes chers élèves, comme président du conseil d'administration des écoles MLS, je suis honoré de vous accueillir au pays de Pyramide pour fêter la classe de 2021. Je tiens à vous adresser mes félicitations et je n'ai qu'une seule chose à dire, c'est mérité. اولا احب اشكركم على تشريفكم لينا واقول لكم قد ايه ان انا فخور ان احنا السنه دي بنخرج 5 دفعات، ودي اول مره تحصل ان احنا بنخرج جميع الاقسام في دفعه واحده، منهم دفعه التلمذه الصناعيه وذو القدرات الخاصه في عهد فخامه الرئيس عبد الفتاح السيسي، اللي هو شخصيا بيهتم بذو الهمم والقدرات الخاصه. حابب أشكر كل العاملين من إدارة وموظفين ومدرسين وعمال، خصوصا في السنتين اللي فاتوا اللي كانوا سنتين صعبين جدا من الناحية التعليمية والإدارية والنفسية، وكم المشاكل وكم المواقف اللي تعرضنا لها وكان لازم ناخد قرارات فيها. ده في العالم كله مش في مصر فقط. الناس دي تعبت مع الولاد كلهم ومع المدرسة كلها عشان نوصل ليوم زي ده. طبعا أتقدم بالشكر لأعضاء مجلس الإدارة اللي أنا بشتغل معاهم، مدام شاهيناز شكرتهم، لأن هم كانوا واقفين معانا في موقف مساندة لأي حاجة لاحتياجات الطلبة، وكان بيجروا أسرع من أي حد. طبعا لازم أشكر الدكتور إسماعيل عثمان الرئيس السابق والرئيس الشرفي لمدارس مصر للغات. طبعا هو ما قدرش يحضر النهارده لظروف خاصة، وأتمنى إن أنا أقدر أكمل اللي هو بدأه. لما أجي أتكلم عن مصر للغات يبقى لازم أتكلم عن مسز ماجدة موسى الله يرحمها، اللي أنا شخصياً اتخرجت من تحت إيديها دفعة 95 96، بس كنت ناشونال، ما كانش لسه فيه الأقسام الدولية كلها. ماجدة موسى أسست الصرح التعليمي دوت، اللي أنا بعتبره أكبر مؤسسة تعليمية موجودة في مصر حالياً، وأول مدرسة بتساند الدمج وذو الاحتياجات الخاصة، وتعتبر المدرسة الأولى في الوطن العربي وفي مصر. في أسامي كتير جداً تعبت لمصر اللغات وكان ليها دور مؤثر فيها، لازم مش هقدر اذكرهم كلهم، بس في اسامي لازم هذكرها. الشخصيات دي كانت مسز جميله الهلالي اللي انا برضو اتشرف ان كنت طالب تحتيها، الله يرحمها، طبعا حفيدتها بتتخرج النهارده. مسز نرمين ندى اللي اتشرف برضو اتخرجت تحتيها، مسز نجوى جمعه. شخصيات تانية كتير اخلصوا في عملهم واستلم من بعديهم راية جيل تاني برؤية جديدة عشان يطور ويحافظ على مكانة المدرسة. هكلمكم كخريج دفعة 96، مش هكلم كرئيس مجلس الإدارة. أنا كنت في يوم من الأيام قاعد مكانكم في حفلة جراديويشن زي ديت، كانت المشاعر كلها متلخبطة بين إن الواحد هياخد قرارات إزاي في الحياة القادمة بتاعته، في شعور بالقلق، في قرار مصيري سواء جامعة هخشها أو قرار هاخده. كلنا متعودين واحنا في المرحله دي ان اهالينا هم اللي بيختاروا لنا القرارات دي، واهاليكم اختاروا لكم مصر لغات، وده قرار صائب، ده انا شايفه من احسن القرارات اللي اخدوه ليكم. القرار المصيرك انت الوحيد اللي عارفه، انت الوحيد اللي هتقدر تقرره، لان انت اللي عارف امكانياتك، مميزاتك، عيوبك وقدراتك. خلي عندك ثقه في ربنا وثقه في نفسك وهتلاقي القرار الصح. اتعلمت من الحياة اللي انتوا طالعين ليها انها صعبة، مش زي في المدرسة، فيها قرارات صعبة لازم تاخدها لوحدك، وفيها في قرارات هتفرض عليك لازم تتقبلها. الناس اللي هتقابلوها بعد كده مش زي اصحابكم بتوع المدرسة، في منهم الكويس في منهم الوحش، في منهم ناس هتحاول تأذيكم وناس هتكسر فيكم. لازم تقرروا تمشوا في طريقكم، ما يهمكمش من كلام الناس ولا من كلام اي حد. الناس دي هتفضل غيرانة منكم من نجاحاتكم. الناس دي في الاخر هم اللي بيفضلوا تحت واحنا اللي بنبقى موجودين فوق. لما تقرروا تختاروا أصحاب جديدة اختاروها على الأسس اللي اخترتوها في مصر اللغات. طيب في الفترة دي في مدارس كتيرة عمالة بتتخرج، وطبعا كلنا شايفين على السوشيال ميديا كل المدارس من غير أسهام، بس صدقوني مفيش حد فيهم مصر اللغات أبدا. MLS and proud. ألف مبروك دفعة 2020. Congratulations et félicitations. Maintenant, je vous laisse avec les mots de Monsieur François, le conseil général de l'ambassade de France au Caire. والآن مع كلمة السيد القنصل العام لسفارة فرنسا في القاهرة. شكرا لكم جميعا يا جماعة.
Good evening, everybody. I am the General Consul of France. I'm very proud to be here with you tonight to attend this marvelous ceremony where so many students are graduated. Of course, there is a French section, and I support it particularly. And I'm very proud to see they are very, very numerous, and I will be very happy to salute them later on. Mr. Karim Abderrahman, chairman of the board, Mrs. Shainaz, principal of this school, members of the management of the school, dear parents, dear students, I want to congratulate you very, very strongly for this ceremony and this achievement for you to be here at the end of this long years of studies and to receive a diploma here in this wonderful place. You should be very proud and lucky to receive such a diploma in such a place, directly in this place where pyramids and the Sphinx, Abu el-Hul, look at you, and it's a very, you should say, after all, I received my diploma from the hands of the Sphinx. It's a very, very, an event very, very important for you. And I'm sure you will be able to say that later when you will commemorate this moment. I know you have had a very difficult year with the COVID for all the schools in the world. Here in Egypt, it was very difficult to follow normal education, but you have been very strong. You maintain your availability to participate and to try to have your diploma. So congratulations again. Maintenant, je vais dire quelques mots en français pour la section française. Vous êtes, avec ce diplôme du bac, vous avez reçu une confirmation de toutes vos années d'études. Et c'est un aboutissement. C'est un aboutissement, mais c'est aussi un départ et une ouverture vers les études supérieures et vers la vie professionnelle. Et je vous encourage tous à vous engager pleinement grâce à l'éducation que vous avez reçue ici, à l'excellence de l'éducation que vous avez reçue, de vous investir dans vos études supérieures et de faire les plus belles études qu'il puisse être et avoir de très belles professions à l'avenir. Toutes mes félicitations. Voilà. Just, I want to say for the others that this year it will be a very successful year for the French section. Few of them have succeeded in a very prestigious school in Paris, Sciences Po, Sciences Politiques, and I have been heard that one of them is a professional handballer, and is going to a school in France and a professional team to play as a handballer, and it's a very, very impressive thing. Thank you very much to have invited me, and thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you, Monsieur Pujol, for the wisdom of your words. We hope they will ring in our graduates' ears for a long time. Dr. Solomon, if you would kindly join the podium for the conferral of the evening's special awards.
Good evening. Every year we give 4 special awards in name of some of people who inspired us at MLS. Our first award is in the name of Mahmoud Hussein, our late student who inspired all of us. This first award will be given to a person who has a brave soul, who always shows strength and bravery in the face of challenges. It goes to the British Division graduate, Yusuf Walid Shakir. May God bless you every step of your journey. Where's the award? Yusuf Walid Shakir. Congratulations, Yusuf. Our second special award is in the name of our late student, Noor Qaid, who inspired all of us. I would like to invite her mother on the stage to give the award. Noor Qaid's award. Tonight, I'm happy to present the award to her name to a colleague who has been a pillar of the school throughout his long years at MLS. A person who's dear to my heart, always reliable, always supportive. The Noor Qaid's Inspirational Award this year goes to Mr. Wael Mohyi. Wael. Our third award is in the name of our late Mrs. Magda Musa. It's an award for social work and community service. Every community needs those who fight for the less fortunate, trying to improve their lives or give them something to smile about. This year, this award will go for somebody who has exerted so much effort to help those in need, both inside and outside the school. This year's award goes to Mrs. Dina Slim. Dina. Mrs. Dina Slim. بصراحة دينا يعني من ساعة ما تعينت في المدرسة وهي بتعمل حاجات كتير جدا for the community, both inside and outside the school. From drives, charity drives, from calling the orphanage and making them days at the school, to Ramadan bags, to cancer, visiting the cancer patients, everything. She really deserves this. Thank you, Dina. The last but not least award is in the name of Dr. Engineer Ismail Osman. This award is for academic excellence. Some of our teachers have spread more knowledge within our community than we could ever quantify. For her role in raising generations of students and teachers armed with the knowledge they need to reach their goals, this year's award goes to Mrs. Layla Zomor. Mrs. Heidi, can you please take the award? Congratulations, Mrs. Layla. Unfortunately, Ms. Layla cannot be with us tonight to receive the award. Thank you, Mrs. Heidi. Before I leave the podium, I just want to thank all the parents for their support and efforts this year. It was a hard year. I would like all the parents to stand up and give them a big round of applause. You really deserve it. Thank you. Thank you very much. السنتين دول طبعا كانوا يعني الولاد معظم الوقت في البيت, you really did part of our job and you did it amazingly. Thank you very much.
And now, our inclusion students Ahmed al-Sheikh from the American Division and Mahmoud al-Sheikh from the National Division will delight us with a song.
بنقرب بفكرة في كل ثانية كيف حقنا احنا نبدي بايدينا
كل حلم جديد بتبقى بدايته فكرة ناسفين اللي فات دايما باصين لبكرة ومفيش حاجة المستحيلة تفضل عليها
الجاي في حياتك انت عارفه ورسمه
ده كل واحد في حلم مكتوب باسمه كل حكاية وما فيها نتعب شوية امسك في حلمك وخليك وراك كلمتها صعب ولا يمكن ولا هي في لحظة تقولها وبكرة يجي ويشارك معاك فرحة وضحكة ودنيا وحياة والسكة هنكملها
الأيام اللي في حياتنا بنعيشها مرة اوعى تستسلم في ثانية في لحظة مرة ده اليوم الحلو اللي يمشي في بعضه عشرة
اللي يحب الدنيا دايما يتشوف جمالها وبتقدر توصل عيونه لنور في ليلها لو في قدامك حواجز دلوقتي شيلها امسك في حلمك وخليك وراه انت صعب ولا يمكن ولاك هي في لحظة تقولها وبكرة يجي ويشارك معاك فرحة وضحكة ودنيا وحياة والسكة هنكملها
Thank you guys, that was so fantastic. I would like to take this opportunity. I want to take this chance to highlight the value and prominence of our inclusion department, which has always made MLS special amongst all schools, and to congratulate its staff, parents, and students on a job excellently done. I have the pleasure to introduce a very special guest speaker, who also happens to be an MLS graduate. She is a social media blogger, 1.4 million followers on YouTube, and 220,000 subscribers, 1.5 million, wow, Yadina. She is both classy and relatable, popular and assiduous, a charismatic leader, and a committed team player. She is the lovely Dina Dash. Before taking the social media platforms by storm, Dina Dash graced the halls of MLS, inspiring her peers to believe in themselves and their capabilities. Dina earned the Bachelor of Business Administration and Marketing from the AUC 2016. During her time at university, she worked as a project manager assistant as well as the PR department. Upon completing her studies, Dina became a full-fledged entrepreneur at the age of 20 years old. Dina founded the creative marketing brand Dash Management and was the general manager and creative director for the first beauty conference in Egypt entitled Dina Dash Beauty Conference. Please give me a big round of applause to this national icon and a beloved member of MLS family, Miss Dina Dash.
Thank you so much for the lovely introduction. Before anything, Mrs. Shainez Shaheta has a really special place in my heart, and I'll tell you why in a bit. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, faculty, and class of 2021. I'm Dina Dash, the CEO of Dash Management. Before I begin, I'd like to thank the school for giving me the honor to stand here today and be the guest speaker. I spent 15 years of my life in this place, and coming back 9 years after my graduation makes it extra special and emotional for me. I was brought up here, made lifelong friends, and met the love of my life. I believe this place has its own magic, and it definitely would not be the same if Mrs. Magda Musa Engineer Dr. Ismail Osman, Mrs. Nagwa Goma, and Mrs. Shahinez Shahaita did not create and maintain an environment to explore who we are and celebrate beautiful memories. I didn't know it at the time, but during my time at school, we learned acceptance and inclusion. We learned not to judge and do whatever we can to be of help to anyone who needs it. And it's something I carry proud as a graduate from MLS. We came into the school as students and left as family. It's like we always have an unwritten code that we have each other's backs, and you guys are gonna know that when you bump into a fellow graduate when you grow up. I want to talk to you about my experience here and how it shaped the woman that I am today. I'm sure that most, if not all of you, have a million questions about your career and your future. Should I be an engineer? Should I be a doctor? Should I start my own business? Is the corporate life made for me, or should I study abroad? And let me tell you that it's completely normal to feel this way at this stage in life. أنا مثلاً في مدرسة قعدت أخد courses math وphysics وaccounting عشان أدخل architecture. كنت عايزة مامتي تتبسط تقول باشمهندسة راحت باشمهندسة جت، تحب هي الحركات دي. المهم عندت مع نفسي قعدت أخد نفس الcourses دي and it just wasn't for me. دخلت الجامعة واتقبلت في architecture ومن أول يوم دخلت فيه كلاس الكالكولس ما فهمتش فيه حاجة and I realized مش ده اللي أنا عايزة أعمله في حياتي. I shifted to marketing and it was the best decision I've ever made. And looking back, I honestly can't see my career path unfolding any other way. I founded Dash Management when I was a junior in college. I know it sounds great on paper, but in reality it was the opposite. Until this day, I still get overwhelmed. I'm actually shaking standing here. Even though I've accomplished a lot of my goals, sometimes I feel lost, not knowing what my next step is. What I'm trying to say is that we're all a work in progress, and it's fine. I've learned it the hard way to embrace it because each phase has its own challenges, and that only adds to the beauty of the journey. My rule is never to compare yourself with other people, be it family, friends, and people on social media. Actually, especially people on social media. We all have different goals and different definitions of success. Success is not something tangible. Actually, social media blurred the concept of success because people see the final product and not the work that goes behind it. Comparing yourself to the people around you will only slow you down and make you less original. I understand we are all brought up to define our success with grades, which is valid to an extent, but grades don't entirely define who you are. My advice here is always give 100% to whatever you're set your mind to. Grades are definitely one of them. I mean, I don't want parents here to hate me. But also exposing yourself to new experiences and getting yourself out there in the real world to go beyond your comfort zone is so important. And don't be afraid to make mistakes. I personally made a ton of those myself. During my first year in uni, I decided to open my own cupcake business. And that was probably one of the reasons why I knew I wanted to run my own thing. I mean, it died after a year, but it taught me a lot about myself and what I'm capable of doing. You see, that's what I wanted to say today. I wanted to tell you what I wish someone told me when I was your age. There is absolutely no point in life when you'll be a final product. Life will always present you with obstacles and challenges that will connect you more to who you are. Just always remember to give it 100%, set your intentions with a good heart, with good ethics, and I promise you'll attract what's best for you. Always remember to surround yourself with people who are confident enough to realize that there's room for all of us in this world to make it to the finish line. One last thing before I go, look around you and capture this moment, because the people sitting next to you are lifelong friends. And I mean it, because the people who came to support me today are my colleagues. Congratulations. I know you're gonna ace whatever you set your mind to. Thank you so much.
The names I'm about to call have important messages to share with you all. Tonight's graduate speeches will be delivered by Catherine Basim and Aya Khalid from the American Division, followed by Mohammed Khalid from the National Division, then by Amina Darwish and Nuruddin Hussein from the French Division, and finally by Yusuf Ihab al-Badawi from the British Division.
Hi everyone, I'm Aya. I remember last year we were all talking about how we will be very cool seniors and have the best senior year. We wanted to have an amazing senior shirts, we wanted to do a dope senior prank and go to an awesome country for our senior trip. However, when our senior year came, things didn't go as we had hoped. First, we were separated into groups, so we only saw half of our friends. Then we continued online, so we didn't see any of our friends. We missed out on the senior trip, senior ditch day, senior prank, being the cool seniors. Oh, and our hoodies turned out to be the color of Shay Balaban, so. And even though our senior year wasn't what we expected, we learned a lot. We learned how to manage our time better, how to cope with change, and how to deal with all the stress. But we didn't go through this difficult time alone. We went through it with the most supportive parents and teachers ever. We would like to thank our parents for their constant support and love. Now our teachers. No matter how much I say, it wouldn't be enough. We would like to tell our teachers, thank you. You made this difficult year easier. Thank you, Ms. Shahira, Ms. Umayma, and Ms. Hanan for treating us like your children. Mr. Mustafa for being our friend, not our teacher. Ms. Hiba Zaytoun for enjoying our facial expressions whenever she gives us a load of assignments. Ms. Dina Arabi for her kind, pure heart and her beautiful smile. Ms. Pakinam for her humor that made her lessons lighter. Ms. Hiba Andil and Ms. Salma for their simple explanations. Mr. Khalid for his famous quote, الصبر يا حبايبي أرجوك الصبر. Ms. Mariana for her interesting class discussions. Mr. Esther for tolerating our dumb questions. Ms. Farida for her creativity and talent. And all the other teachers that taught us in previous years. ومس أماني والأوفيس طبعاً. ومستر وائل عشان دايما يدخلنا الفصل. We'll also miss each other. We'll miss the school camps, International Day, electives, and dressing formal for school projects. It's funny. I remember how my friends kept saying how they want to finish school, me included, and that they won't miss it at all. But here we are, with tears in our eyes, saying goodbye to our second home, going our separate ways. Seniors, I want you to know that you will struggle, you will fail sometimes, and you will fall down. But I want you to manage to get up, and you will achieve what you want. And remember, whenever you feel like you can't go on, that we managed to finish high school in a pandemic, so we can pretty much do anything.
Hi, I'm Catherine. And seniors, this is a message for you mainly. I want to tell you that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you are willing to take risks. And to take risks, you must think outside the box. There's an old IQ test that gives you 3 dots on 3 separate lines underneath each other. And you're asked to connect these lines using straight lines without taking the pencil off the paper. And the only way to solve it was to slightly get out of the box, your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to fail in your life. Nelson Mandela once said, "It is the character of growth that we should learn from both pleasant and unpleasant experiences." And people may say we fall when we fail. I say we fall forward. We get to learn from these mistakes. Thomas Edison conducted 1,000 failed experiments. Yet on the 1,001st was the light bulb. Every failed experiment was a one step closer to one of humankind's greatest inventions. For 2 years, Ms. Heba would randomly give us a mini test that clarifies who has a growth mindset versus a fixed mindset. And for 2 straight years, I would end up being a fixed mindset person. And I never knew how to achieve a growth mindset, even though I really wanted to. A growth mindset allows a person to enhance their abilities through hard work and effort. It's the belief that you're in control of your own life. Yes, hard work, effort, and persistence are important, but having the underlying belief that you're in control of your own destiny is quite crucial. It's important to praise the process and not only the outcome. And like everyone, we run out of energy. And just at these moments, we run to the people who we know will give us the needed push. There's a rule I live by every day. I am third. When I think of it, God is always the first on the list. Whenever in doubt, pray. He will guide you and aid you through every obstacle you face, and I thank Him for every time I turn back to Him. He lifts my head high and takes all my worries away. Second in line comes family and friends. Those are the people who we truly believe that they will give us the push we need. They will have an impact on us, either directly or indirectly. And third and finally comes me, myself. After every day, no matter how much I've failed, I give myself a pat on the shoulder and tell myself, well done, you've done great, tomorrow will be a better day. To Ms. Shahinez and Dr. Solomon, we know it was a difficult year for you, with a tremendous number of requests we've sent you about proms, senior trips, and extra tickets for our graduation. Thank you for taking care of us and our future. Seniors, this is where one chapter ends. A new one shall now begin, filled with difficulties, stories, failures, and accomplishments. Make sure you write one that counts.
And even though we don't want this speech to end, it has to. It's been an amazing journey, and we're glad that I was with all of you. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Muhammad Sabri. Look, I know we haven't yet actually graduated, but just play along because I have a whole speech here saying that we did. Okay? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to skip the part where I talk about how COVID has affected our lives because I'm pretty sure we've all had enough of that. I would like to start with a word of gratitude for the people who were with us every step of the way to mold us into becoming the people we are now. To Mrs. Shahinez Shahata, thank you for making this day possible. To Mrs. Nagwa Goma, who is not present with us today, but not forgotten. Your heartwarming smile and reassurance were very special to our experience in MLS. To our beloved headmistress and her office, we're very grateful for her constant love, support, and the occasional tahzi'ah. We'll miss getting sent to your office whenever we've misbehaved, but most importantly, whenever we needed guidance. To the rest of our second family, our mentors and tutors who we are eternally indebted to, thank you for providing us with the tools and means to engage in meaningful arguments and to speak our minds freely. Finally, to the most important part in this journey, the biggest fans and the strongest supporters, our treasured parents. If it were not for you, we would have already dropped out by 6th grade. We thank you for not giving up on us and for tolerating the worst of our mood swings, the long nights filled with crying spells, and the most random food cravings throughout this year. We're going to miss the school trips, the ones in which we debate about the destination for at least 2 weeks. Then somehow we always find ourselves in Sokhna. We're going to miss the school plays, the ones in which we say we're only doing as an excuse for skipping classes, but then end up having the time of our lives. Although some might not admit it, we're surely going to miss hiding from Mrs. Fawaya when we're not wearing the school uniform. We're probably not going to miss the endless 2 hours of math class right after break. And we're definitely not going to miss getting up so early in the morning. But with all the ups and downs we've encountered here during our time at school, trust me when I tell you, we wouldn't have had it any other way. My fellow graduates, I know we haven't always been on the same page. Yes, we've had our fair share of fights and then some. But now we leave all of that behind us as we unite to celebrate the graduation of this family. This is the day we've all been waiting for. Around 12 months of hard work, stress, tears, and, well, trauma. There is no denying it was a life-changing year. Now, as we come out of this year, as the mature ladies and gentlemen standing before you, I leave you to dwell on the words of the legendary Sigmund Freud. How bold one gets when one is sure of being loved. I want you all to know that there will always be love for you in this group. To walk the earth confident and unshaken, knowing that here, in this school, among this staff and these students, there will always be a place for you. There will always be a shoulder for you to lean on. For what we are here today to celebrate is not just the end of high school. Today, we celebrate our journey through MLS. We celebrate the school trips, the football matches, and the countless TikToks created. We celebrate the love we felt, the memories we've made, the laughs we've shared, and the friendships and bonds we've so graciously forged. Congratulations, graduates.
Mesdames et messieurs, nous vous remercions pour votre présence aujourd'hui. Ce soir clôture non seulement la fin de l'année de terminale, mais la fin de nos années scolaires. C'est la fin d'une ère, mais le début d'une autre. La section française de Misr nous a donné les outils nécessaires pour nous épanouir et prospérer, dans l'éducation comme dans la vie.
Nous sommes arrivés à cette école, enfants, et nous sortons aujourd'hui, adultes, prêts à conquérir le monde.
Nous remercions l'équipe pédagogique qui nous a poussés jusqu'au bout et qui est surtout restée avec nous ces dernières années irrégulières.
First of all, we would like to thank Mrs. Shahines Shaheta, We wish to express our appreciation and gratitude for your support during these challenging times.
Monsieur Souelam et Monsieur Bourras, merci pour votre génie mathématique et surtout pour votre patience. Monsieur Zohdi, التنين الكبير بتاعنا. Vous étiez génial avec nous ces dernières années. Merci beaucoup.
Monsieur Gilles, vous étiez extrêmement gentil et généreux depuis qu'on vous a connu. Merci pour votre effort. Madame Mariam Régis, Kant nous confuse et nous confusera toujours. Mais nous sommes éternellement reconnaissants pour votre aide. Vous avez facilité les choses pour nous. Madame Serhol, on a beaucoup aimé votre manière originale d'expliquer les cours et d'attirer notre attention. Et donc à nous encourager à travailler et à être créatives. Madame Nouron, Miss Hana, Mr. Khalil, Miss Wissam, شكرا على تعبكم معنا. Finalement, nous voulons remercier Monsieur Sébastien Gaillard qui nous a accueillis dès son arrivée avec bras ouverts, prêt à tout faire pour nous aider. Madame Sarah Rabia, vous étiez présente depuis la 6e, quand on n'était pas encore mature et responsable. Merci pour nous avoir aidés à grandir, pour nous avoir écoutés et surtout pour nous avoir compris pendant toutes ces années. Vous êtes vraiment pour nous comme une figure maternelle. Merci Monsieur Casadori ou Captain Yes, shukran. Monsieur Benjamin, il n'y a pas assez de mots pour décrire comment on vous aime. Vous étiez toujours près de nous et vous avez développé une connexion avec chacun d'entre nous. Vous n'avez jamais baissé les bras quand quelqu'un rencontrait des difficultés. On ne va jamais oublier votre humour unique. On est tous vos Robert.
Ladies and gentlemen, parents, families, and teachers, we can all agree that this year has been one of the most important of our lives. But we finally made it. Without all your support, we wouldn't have been able to accomplish all of this. So, on behalf of Terminal 2021, I would like to thank all of the parents and families. Let's give a big round of applause to all of you. تعبناكم معانا معلش.
We've learned many things across the years, and I would like to share a few learned lessons. We learned that respect is an essential factor in our relationships with everybody, friends, teachers, and families. We also learned that great results can never be achieved without striving. We learned how to make friends, and more importantly, how to stay friends. Many of the relationships we built during our time at MLS will last a lifetime.
MLS's high standards of education have made us eligible for the best universities worldwide. But my dear fellows of 2021, we must not forget. Forget إيه بقى؟ الأيام الحلوة اللي قضيناها مع الصحاب. لما كنا بنلعب مع بعض ونألف ألعابنا ونستأذن صاحب اللعب عشان نخش. وحاجات كتيرة بصراحة. يا أهالي ويا أعزائي، في مننا اللي هيسافر وفي مننا اللي هيقعد وفي مننا اللي هيدور على فرص أكتر. بس عايز أقول لكم مش لازم ننسى الطريق اللي جينا منه. بلدنا مصر. شكرا.
Merci.
Thank you.
Yusuf Ihab al-Badawi from the British Division.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The night we've all been waiting for has finally arrived. After 12 years, the class of 2021 is finally graduating. It has been a journey full of face masks, hand sanitizers, and social distancing. But despite all the odds, we still made it through. Even though we've been looking forward to this moment ever since grade 1, picturing ourselves in the gowns and caps and receiving our certificates, we're still in a state of denial. We can't believe that we won't be walking in these buildings that we have come to know by heart again next year. No more breaks and PE lessons, no more getting caught sleeping in classrooms, no more skipping classes until Mr. Sameh finds us. We have walked and played in every doorway, every court in each building inside the school. A part of us is staying here, and no matter how much time is going to pass, this place will always feel like home. Not only have we gained a lot of knowledge throughout these years that will help us later on in our careers, but we also gained life skills that will come in handy every day for the rest of our lives, and we learn things that you won't find in any book or curriculum, but are imperative regardless. We learned that those small moments that we had together, laughing at a joke someone said, or playing games in between lessons are what mattered the most. These are the moments that will come to our minds when we look back to school 10 years from now. No words can fully describe the gratitude we have for all our teachers. Thank you, Mrs. Soha, Mrs. Ghada, Dr. Muhammad Sharif, and Dr. Mustafa Allam for paving the way for us at the beginning and teaching us to always aim high. Thank you, Mr. Gamal, Mr. El-Bouhi, Mrs. Inas, Ms. Rana, for supporting us and standing by our side throughout all these sessions. Thank you, Mrs. Amal and Mrs. Ruqayya, for teaching us patience and creativity through art. Mr. Tariq Al-Aitr for always being supportive and helpful in spite of everything. Dr. Fuad and Dr. Nabil for helping us get through the most difficult subjects. شكرا Mr. Abu Yazid, Mr. Ahmed Abdul Latif, Ms. Marwa, Ms. Sahar, Ms. Safa, and Ms. Wissam. We have to thank the PE teachers as well. None of us can forget Mr. Farid or Mr. Ayman's football competitions, or Mr. Tariq and Mr. Muhammad Adil's PE lessons, or Mr. Hogan's stories. شكرا Ms. ياسمين, Mr. سامح, سمسم, وكل الإشراف اللي استحملونا كل السنين اللي فاتت دي. A special thanks for the IT department, Mr. Mustafa Al-Turki, Mrs. Hala, Mr. El-Gammal, Mr. El-Birri, and Mrs. Hayam. Thank you our principal, Mrs. Shahinaz, our vice principal, Mrs. Iman Salama, and all our admins, Mrs. Dina Slim and Mrs. Dina Matkour, who made this ceremony possible. And in a night like this, we can't forget Mr. Saeed, Mr. Ahmed Musa, Mrs. Magda Musa, and all the parents, relatives, and lost ones. May their souls rest in peace, who left us too soon, but will always be in our hearts. And of course, a huge thank you to all our family and friends without whom we would not be here. A long chapter of our lives has just ended. True, we had some difficult moments, yet we had so many special moments as well. Dancing in our prom night, camping at school, and going on school trips together. So thank you, class of 2021, for all the memories. I'm looking forward to many annual reunions, many birthday celebrations, Halloweens, and New Year's together. And no matter what road any of us will choose, we will always be a family. Thank you.
Thank you, graduates, for these valuable thoughts to remember. And now, for some beautiful MLS voices, songs by the talented Layla Zahir from the National Division, followed by Noor Al-Aitr from the British Division and Hannah Al-Aitr, British Division 2015 alumna, and finally by Maria Edward from the French Division.
and spotlights. All the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little. These hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough, never be enough for me. وسقفة سقفة سقفة نستاهل بوسة وسقفة. مين قال التالتة تبقى تالتة؟ لسه أحلى سنين قدام. وسقفة سقفة سقفة واقفين مع بعض أحلى وقفة. والدنيا علينا شاهدة شايفة حلمنا تحول أفلام. ثانية واحدة مع بعض نغني تبقى أحلى. هنقولها ولسه أنا اللي جاية حلمنا تحول أفلام. وسقفة سقفة سقفة نستاهل بوسة وسقفة. مين قال التالتة تبقى تفتح؟ لسه أحلى سنين قدام. وسقفة سقفة سقفة واقفين مع بعض أحلى وقفة. والدنيا علينا شاهدة شايفة حلمنا تحول أفلام. وسقفة سقفة سقفة نستاهل بوسة وسقفة. مين قال التالتة تبقى تفتح؟ لسه أحلى سنين قدام.
Can we please have a seat? Please be seated.
I'll be the last one standing, two hands in the air, I'm a champion. You'll be looking up at me when it's over. I live for the battle, I'm a soldier, yeah. Rocking, put your flag on your back like Ali. I'm the greatest, I'm stronger. Pay my dues, can't lose, I'm my own, yeah. Yeah, I've been working my whole life, and now it's do or die. I am invincible, unbreakable, unstoppable, unshakable. They knock me down, I get up again. I am the champion. You're gonna know my name. You can't hurt me now. I can't feel the pain. I was made for this. Yeah, I was born to win. I am the champion. When they write my story, they're gonna say that I did it for the glory. Don't think that I did it for fame. Yeah, I did it for the love of the game. Yeah, this is my chance I'm taking. All the more records I'm breaking. All your people watching on the TV, you go ahead and put your bets on me. Yeah, been working my whole life to see my name in life. I'm invincible, unbreakable, unstoppable, unshakable. They knock me down, I get up again. I am the champion. You're gonna know my name. You can't hurt me now. I can't courage I possess through the drama. Ain't just for hurt, but it's all for the honor. A is from the attitude, working through. It's money comes and goes, so the M is for motivation. I stay consistent, the B is the persevere. The I is for integrity, innovative career. The O is optimistic, open, never shut. And the N is necessary, cause I'm never giving up. Say they ask me how I did it, I just did it from the heart. With the competition, been doing it from the start. They say that every champion is all about his principle. I am invincible, unbreakable, unstoppable, unshakable. They knock me down, I get up again. I am the champion. You're gonna know my name. You can't hurt me now. I can't feel the pain. I was made for this. Yeah, I was born to win. I am the champion. Yeah. I am the champion. I am the champion.
الخلق ينظرون جميعا كيف أبني قواعد المجد وحدي. وقف الخلق ينظرون جميعا كيف أبني قواعد المجد وحدي. وبنات الأهرام في سالف الدهر كفوني الكلام عند التحدي. وبنات الأهرام في سالف الدهر كفوني الكلام عند التحدي. dans le soleil. حلوة يا بلدي حلوة يا بلدي Merci.
Always encouraging our learning community and always ready to extend a friendly hand to MLS. The Arab Bank has joined us this evening for a special surprise to our top achieving students. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Mohammed Al Halawani, Arab Bank Head of Consumer Banking, and Ms. Yasmin Nauman, Arab Bank Branches Network Manager, who will bestow a generous monetary prize on each division's top 3 students for their academic excellence. The first prize will be a check of £10,000. The second prize will be a check of £7,000, and the third prize will be a check of £5,000. For the national division, 3 blank checks have been allocated to be gifted once ثانوية عامة results are out. From the American division, now, from the American division, I call to join them Aya Khalid Al Hodaybi, we have Aisha Ahmed Shukri. Aisha? And Catherine Basim Raouf. From the French division, Nuruddin Adil Hussein. Yusuf Karim Shamma. And Maria Edward Badr. From the British division, Yusuf Ihab Badawi. Amr Ahmed Safwat. And Farida Sharif Youssef. From the special classes, Umayma Mustafa Bahig, Maher Jamaluddin Salah, and Duraya Ibrahim Shaban. And last but not least, from the American Inclusion Department, Nadim Ihab Ahmed Ghali.
أنا حابب أشكر البنك العربي على المبادرة اللي هو عملها ديت، وإن هو أول مرة يفكر إن هو يبقى في فكرة إن هو بيربط بين التعليم وبين البنوك، وإن هو أول بنك أنا اتعاملت معاه بشوفه إن هو بيطلع جوائز للطلبة وخريجين لمدارس مصر لغات. طبعا حابب أشكر التيم كله البنك العربي، الأستاذ محمد الحلواني.
مساء الخير جميعا. حابب اشكر مدارس مصر للغات، شاهيناز شحاته، مجلس الاداره، باشمهندس كريم عبد الرحمن وكل مجلس الاداره على الفرصه اللي خلوها لنا النهارده ان احنا نشارككم فرحه، فرحه النجاح، نجاح المدرسه في تخريج 5 دفعات، فرحه البيرنتس كلهم وهم شايفين النهارده مشروع العمر بالنسبه لكل واحد فيهم وهو بينجح، فرحة الستودنتس كلها النهاردة تعبها جيب نتيجة. وبما ان السلوجن بتاعنا هو النجاح مسيرة، فاحنا سعداء ان احنا نكون جزء من مسيرة النجاح لكل واحد موجود. شكرا.
أنا برضو حابة أشكر شاهيناز وحابة أشكر كريم لدعوتهم النهاردة وإن إحنا كنا موجودين معاكم. إحنا السلوجن بتاع البنك العربي النجاح مسيرة، هي دي البداية، وأتمنى لكم كلكم تبقى نجاح more success to come، ومستنية السنة الجاية إن إحنا نقدم جوائز أكبر وأكبر لفيوتشر ليدرز جداد. مبروك.
Thank you, Mrs. Yasmin Noman.
And now, we will call out the graduates' names for the conferral of their diploma and awards. Okay. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, of course. لما النتيجة. I did mention it. We kindly remind you as the names are being called out to stay far from the stage, remain seated, and yalla.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm honored to call out the names of the British Division graduates. عبد الرحمن أحمد محمود عارف شحاتة. عبد الرحمن باسم محمد جمعة محمد, who also received an Academic Achievement Award. فوش عبد الرحمن فؤاد يحيى عبد المنعم. Ladies and gentlemen, can you please return to your seats? مانو 2 عبد الرحمن هشام عثمان محمد شحاتة. عبد الرحمن مصطفى اسماعيل أحمد. عبد الرحمن وليد حسنين عبده. عبد الرحمن هشام عثمان محمد شحاتة. عبد الرحمن مصطفى إسماعيل أحمد. عبد الرحمن وليد حسنين عبده. أحمد محمد طلعت منصور. مانو أحمد سيد أحمد علي. علي محمد طنطاوي. عمرو أحمد صفوت, who received an Academic Achievement Award. عمرو محمد رضا. كريستوف مراد سمير. إنجي شريف محمد العقبي. عز الدين محمد بيومي فهمي. فروحة فرح فؤاد عبد السلام السيد. فرحة محمد عادل الشيمي. فريدة لؤي حسام الدين شكري. فريدة شريف أحمد حسن يونس, who received an Academic Achievement Award. فوفا فريدة وليد محمد محسن. جنى مجدي صبري غني. بوبا حبيبة محمد هاني زين الدين. هايدي عمرو أحمد محي الدين. هنا أحمد محمد عبد العال. هنا الحسيني محمد إبراهيم. هنا هاني محمود محمد إبراهيم صالح. هنا محمد عبد الرازق محمد عفيفي. هنا محمد السيد الخضري. هنا محمد ماجد حسني. حنين السيد عبد الواحد محمد. هايا هاني محمود محمد إبراهيم. حسين مصطفى علي. إنجي محمود مصطفى محمود عمر. إسماعيل محمد وليد نجاتي. جوجو جنى عمرو إبراهيم حبيب. جويرية أحمد سليمان. كريم أحمد سمير محمد عبد اللطيف. كريم محمد أنيس الشريف. كرمة خالد أحمد حمزة بركات. Ladies and gentlemen, we will pause until you return back to your seats. كنزي هشام رشاد محمود جويلي. ليلى عز الدين. ليلى محمد سعد الله. Lina Bahig Mahrous, who received an Academic Achievement Award. ملك علاء الدين سعد الكحكي. ملوك ملك حسن حداد. ملك هشام محمد أحمد زهران. MK ملك خالد حمدي. ميكو ملك محمود فتحي إسماعيل. ملك محمد خليفة. ملك مصطفى الصباحي صابر. ملك عمر علي عطية. ملك ياسر سعد سلام. منال صلاح الدين عبد الحليم. مروان أحمد محمد علي. مريم أحمد شفيق خرشد. مريم حسام إبراهيم عبد القادر. صقور مريم محمود فرج صقر. مريم محمد عبد الغني خليفة. ميتو مريم مصطفى السيد متولي who received an Art Achievement Award. مريم رجب محمود who received an Academic Achievement Award. مريم شريف إبراهيم. مريم طارق ممدوح الجزار. مريم وائل محمد حسن. مريم شريف محمد الكاشف. مروان أحمد مصطفى الدالي. مروان حازم وفائي مصطفى. بيسو محمد عبد الله عبد العال. محمد هاني محمد رشدي. ثروتوفيتش محمد ثروت إبراهيم عبد اللطيف. مصطفى هاني لطفي إبراهيم. نادر سامر كمال سامي. نادين شريف جمال نوب. نونو نور أحمد عاصم العطر. نور الدين طارق إبراهيم نصر الدين. البوب عمر علاء الدين بدر الدين مصطفى. عمر خالد قطب زعفان. عمر مجدي صلاح الدين السيد. عمر محمد رفعت إبراهيم الجوهري. عمر مصطفى إسماعيل أحمد. عمر ياسر عبد الغني الحصري. ريم أحمد الحسيني زاهر. رؤى وليد شريف مصطفى. سلومة سلمى حسام الجولي. سيف كمال الدين شبل. شريف محمود علي أبو العزم. شريف محمد عبد الفتاح أبو هندية. ستيفن وجيه طلعت رمسيس. يوسف إيهاب أحمد البدوي سالم محمود, who received an Academic Achievement Award and an Outstanding Cambridge Learner Award after scoring the highest mark in the world for Cambridge IGCSE English as a Second Language, June 2019. He actually scored 200 out of 200. يوسف تامر علي الشيال. يوسف طارق إبراهيم نصر الدين. يوسف وليد شاكر تميمي. يسرى ياسر محمد نصر. زينب مصطفى محمد خطاب.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure today to call the names of the graduates of the National Division Class of 2021. Ahmed Adnan Mohammed. أيمن باسم القاضي. بسنت علي كمال. دارا رأفت خطاب. السيد محمود بدوي. فريدة خالد حافظ. هايدي ماجد أبو بكر. Parents, please have a seat. هايدي يحيى محمد. حليمة علي الفراج. هنا وائل فؤاد. حورية نبيل محمد. She is also awarded a trophy for being an amazingly talented artist. حسام محمد حسنين. إسلام وليد محمد. جنى أحمد عزت. Jana Esir Ahmed, and she also received a trophy in recognition of her dedication and devotion as a community service volunteer. She has always devoted time and effort to help inclusion students at times of exams. Jana Ashraf al-Batran. Jana Tamir Yahya. جيلان إيهاب أبو ذكري. ليلى أحمد زاهر. لوجين عمرو المنفلوطي. محمود محمد الشيخ. Parents, please have a seat. Parents, we are going to pause until you take your seats. Thank you. Mahmoud Muhammad Ismail. ملك أحمد رضا. ملك أحمد زاهر. ملك شريف حسني. مريم طارق شكير. مازن محمد كساب. Mazen also received a trophy for demonstrating outstanding leadership skills that made his class performance impressive and admirable.
Pause, please. Students, graduates of the British Division, would you please take your seats and go back on stage? You cannot leave the ceremony until it's over. Graduates of the British Division, would you please go back on stage and sit down until the ceremony is over? Thank you.
Minna Muhammad Qutb. محمد عدنان محمد. Muhammad Khalid Sabri. Muhammad also received a trophy for being a positive role model for his mates throughout his years of middle and high school. Mustafa Magdi Muhammad Azzuddin. Nagam Mahmoud Ibrahim. نور وسام المكاوي. عمر أحمد السيسي. عمر خالد عمر. رنا حسين عمران. روان محمد حسن. سيف الدين سامح. سلمى أيمن إبراهيم. سلمى محمد الشاهد. سارة أمير بشرى. سارة خالد بشارة. سيف خالد نبيل. شهد محمد فؤاد. سهيلة خالد عبد العزيز. ياسمين هشام ماهر. يوسف مازن نوار. زينة عادل الجبري. زياد خالد عنان.
درية إبراهيم شعبان. ماهر جمال الدين صلاح. أميمة مصطفى عبد الستار. ألف مبروك وبشكركم كلكم وبشكر كل الدفعة وبتمنى لكم التوفيق. شكراً.
Bien, très chers élèves de la section française, je prononcerai vos noms et prénoms avec un accent français, rien que pour le plaisir. Adam Karim Omar. Un élève qui reçoit une distinction pour le sport et qui est accepté dans un grand club de handball en France, Adam Esham El-Beshri. Adam Mohamed El-Karki. Une élève qui est distinguée pour son comportement, Amina Tamer Darwish. Amina Amer Megahed. Une élève distinguée meilleure artiste, Amina Omar Safel Yedin.
Sarah, please let me order. They need to sit down. They need to sit down. معلش. We're not continuing.
Aya Mohamed Shafik. Jana Hicham Marran. Hassan Aitam Hamad. Hussein Selemani. Hamza Mohamed Raef. Rokaya Enmar Habib. Salma Khaled Hawass. Abdelrahman Mohamed Hussein. Ezeldine Rami Eman. Ali Aboubakar Hachem. Ali Ahmed El-Kislesli. Ali Tamer Yehia Emalamawi. Ali Amer El Renedi. Omar Ahmed Salem. Omar Iyab Mostafa. Karim Ahmed Moussa. Omar Mustafa Abdelatif. Leila Ahmed Megaed. Leila Hussein Elwan. Une élève distinguée pour son engagement artistique, Maria Edouard Fouad. Mohamed Gamel Eldin Fessal. Mohamed Amr Elberkourki. Pour appeler la prochaine élève, on va lui faire une petite surprise.
Mariam Raouf Bakri.
Merci, Sherifa. Marwan Tamer Mostafa. Marwan Mohamed Hani. Mariam Mohamed Moussa. Mostafa Mohamed Talat. Nadine Saïd Abou Emera. Nazli Ahmed Kamal. Une élève distinguée pour son comportement exemplaire, Nada Taimour Hassan. Nour Ahmed Fauzi. Une élève qui a obtenu les meilleurs résultats durant toutes ses études, Nour Ashraf Wash. le major de sa promotion, Noureldine Hussein. Une élève distinguée pour son engagement citoyen, Rania Ziad Rabier. Rana Khaled Mahmoud. Aya Mustafa Abdel Fattah. Yassine Hicham El Sayed. Yosra Mohamed Ibrahim Matar. Youssef Mohamed Efat. Et enfin, un autre élève distingué pour avoir obtenu les meilleurs résultats durant ses années d'études, Youssef Karim Chama. Merci à tous et bonne soirée.
هم ليه ما بيطلعوش اكتر مش فاهم. يلا
أدهم تامر محي الدين. أحمد عادل أبو النور. أحمد علاء الدين الزاوي. أحمد علي الأشول. أحمد عمرو أبو السعود. أحمد هاني دسوقي. عائشة أحمد شكري, who is also the recipient of Highest Academic Achievement Award. أحمد شريف الشيخ. علي عبد الرحيم سعيد طلعت. آية خالد حسن الهديبي, who is also the recipient of Highest Academic Achievement Award. باسل محمد وسام صبري. بسملة محمد مصطفى. May you please sit down? Parents, may you please sit down? Parents, hello? Please. ممكن من فضلكم نقعد عشان نقدر نكمل؟ الأهالي لو سمحتم، من فضلكم، من فضلكم. بسملة محمد مصطفى. بلال أحمد فراج. كاثرين باسم رؤوف, who is also the recipient of the Student of the Year. موني إيمانويل ميلاد عياد. الأهالي من فضلكم، احنا مش هنقدر نكمل من غير ما تقعدوا. من فضلكم، من فضلكم الأهالي لو سمحتم. Thank you. Please. 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 We are very late. We need to finish. من فضلكم ممكن تقعدوا. فادي أشرف سمير يوسف. فريدة محمد حسن. فاروق شريف محمد. فاطمة الزهراء أسامة. غادة رأفت عبد الله محمد. حبيبة خالد عبد الرازق النجار. حبيبة محمد فوزي. هالة باسم صدقي. حمزة حسن إسماعيل الهديبي. هنا أحمد عرفي. هنا محمد الشرقاوي. هنا ياسر عبد الحميد عطية. هنا هيثم علي النجار. حسن عبد العال. حسن هاني أبو العز. حسن لطفي محمد حسن. هند نصر القايد. حسين حفناوي الدالي. أيتن محمد عبد الحي. جنى إبراهيم محجوب.
I have the honor to call upon Karim Zaini. We are delighted to honor our very own table tennis for special needs world champion Karim Sharif El Zaini, who continues to bring MLS pride with his amazing athletic achievement. Karim, you made us proud, Habibi. Thank you.
خالد محمد فؤاد جمجوم. لنا علاء الجبري. لنا عمرو منصور. لينا شريف فؤاد. بوحة. محمود أحمد جمال الدين سجرية, who is also the recipient of the Most Improved Student Award. مبروك. ملك إمام علوي. مروان طارق محمد. مريم جمال عبد الباري. ماري بشرى حكيم. ماري بشرى حكيم. منا محسن عبد الوهاب. منا حازم الشرقاوي. محمد عادل صابر. محمد أمين عبد الرحمن. محمد ضياء نبيل. مصطفى محمد مكرم. موسى محمد شريف. محمد يوسف كيلج. نديم إيهاب غالي. نادين إيهاب سمير. نادي وليد حسنين. نصر بيبرز. نورين أحمد عيسى. نورهان عادل عبد الراضي. نور محمد المليحي. عمر حسام الدين محمد حسن. عمر خالد زكريا. عمر ماجد عصام. عمر محمود ممدوح المغازي. عمر محمد خيري. عمر ربيع عبد السميع. عمر شريف فؤاد. بريهان علي محمد.
يلا اخر صف. اخر صف.
ربحة محمد عبد الفتاح, who is also the recipient of Highest Academic Achievement Award. روان حسن عطا. سلمى أحمد حمدي. سلمى علي محمد. سارة رأفت عبد الله. سيف مصطفى صلاح. سيف عمرو طه.
بقول لك المايكات فين؟ بيرد على ماجد.
يارا أحمد عيسى.
عند الحته اللي هيغنوا فيها.
ياسين محمد صبح. ياسين زياد مجدي حتاتة. يوسف أحمد عوض الشربيني. يوسف أشرف محمود مرشدي. يوسف خالد محمود. يوسف إبراهيم عبد الكريم. زها رفعت يحيى. زين جمال سمير محمد علام. زينة محمد حافظ. Parents, please sit down. زينة صلاح غنيم. زياد محمد شبل. زياد شريف نصر. Thank you.
Congratulations. In celebration of this beautiful moment, we are thrilled to present our guest stars for tonight. Two very special MLS parents who will sing لأنك معايا. They will be followed by American Division Grade 6 student Tamim Solomon and 2019 alumnus Kareem Solomon, who will perform a cover of the lovely song El Mondo. Once again, we kindly remind you not to approach the stage and to remain in your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Samu Zain and Rola Zaki.
مبروك مبروك. سعيد اني اكون معاكم النهارده جدا جدا جدا. الف مبروك ليكم كلكم. You create the future and I'm proud to be here. I'm honored وانا سعيد اني اكون معاكم وسعيد اني اكون مع رولا. Are you ready? Let's go. منورين.
لأنك معايا لأنك معايا في كل لحظة وكل ثانية ومش بعيدة ومش بعيدة ولو بعيدة يبان عليا
حبيبي معاك حبيبي معاك أنا بنسى كل الدنيا دي لحظة لحظة لقاك روحي بترجع تاني ليا وياك أنا بنسى العالم بنسى الناس
وانتي معايا مش عايز حاجة تانية خلاص
جنبك أنا كل الدنيا دي ما تشغلنيش
مش عايز حاجة غير إنك ما تسيبنيش
وياك أنا بنسى العالم بنسى الناس
وانتي معايا مش عايز حاجة تانية خلاص
جنبك أنا كل الدنيا دي ما تشغلنيش
مش عايز حاجة غير انك ما تسيبنيش ايدي في ايديكي ايدي في ايديكي ولفتي بتبان عليا
وبشوف حاجات كتير حلوة عايشها ليا وياك أنا بنسى العالم بنسى الناس
وانتي معايا مش عايز حاجة تانية خلاص
جنبك أنا كل الدنيا دي ما تشغلنيش
مش عايز حاجة غير انك ما تسيبنيش
Congratulations, everyone.
No, never mind. Graduates, can we please have a seat? Graduates. Graduates, can we please have a seat? Parents, can we please remain seated? Graduates, لو سمحتوا, we can take pictures afterwards. Graduates, please have a seat. Thank you. Parents, please remain seated, please. Parents, please, off the stage. Graduates, please have a seat. Graduates, we will not be able to finish. Graduates, please have a seat. And parents, please remain seated. Graduates, please be seated. Graduates, we need to finish, so please be seated. And parents, please remain seated. Thank you. And now we have Tamim and Karim Suleiman.
Stanotte amore non ho più pensato a te. Ho aperto gli occhi per guardare intorno a me. E intorno a me girava il mondo come sempre. Gira, il mondo gira nello spazio senza fine, con gli amori appena nati, con gli amori già finiti, con la gioia e col dolore della gente come me.
Oh mondo, soltanto adesso io ti guardo, nel tuo silenzio io mi perdo e sono niente accanto a te.
Amore, non ho più pensato a te. Ho aperto gli occhi per guardare intorno a me. E intorno a me girava il mondo come sempre. Gira, il mondo gira nello spazio senza fine, con gli amori appena nati, con gli amori già finiti, con la gioia e col dolore della gente come me.
Oh mondo, soltanto adesso io ti guardo, nel tuo silenzio io mi perdo e sono niente accanto a te.
Sempre il giorno
ed il giorno verrà, il
Thank you, Kareem and Tamim. Okay, this is our last song, Sahar al-Layali with Rula Zaki, and then we'll graduate our students.
ما شاء الله عليك حلوين ده تدريب عالي وما شاء الله عليك انت مجهزاهم
Say whisper
لا لا ما شاء الله الله اكبر ربنا يحميك
Thank you.
2 Okay, that was my mouth. Let's all sing Sahar al-Layali. Let's have fun. Yalla. شو كانت حلوة الليالي والهوى يبقى ناطرنا وتيجي تلاقيني وياخدنا بعيد هدير المي والليل طاحون عن نبع المي إذا مساحات مزروعة في جدي كان يطحن للحي قمح وسهرية ويبقوا الناس في هالساحات شي معهن قياس شي عربيات رايحين جايين عطول الطريق تهدر غنية يا سهر الليالي يا حلوة على بالي أني أني على التراب يا سهر الليالي يا حلوة على بالي أني أني على التراب وراحت الايام وشوي شوي سكت الطاحون عكتف المي جدي صار طاحون ذكريات يطحن شمس وفي وراحت الايام وشوي شوي سكت الطاحون عكتف المي جدي صار طاحون ذكريات يطحن شمس وفي يا سهر الليالي يا حلوة على بالي غني 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 على التراب يا سهر الليالي يا حلوة على بالي غني
right, thank you, Rula. Can you please take your seats so we can graduate the class of 2020? This is the moment you've been waiting for. Can I call, please, on the head of the British National and French to join me on the podium? Can I call the three heads, please, to join me on the podium? Ms. Lubna, French Division. Can you please join me on the podium? Ms. Sarah. Ms. Dina Slim, British, Spain. Okay. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Can you please stand up? Okay, this is the moment where you move your tassel from one side to the other. On behalf of Miss Language School's faculty and board, I pronounce you the graduate class of 2021. Congratulations. Congratulations. Can you please clear the stage right away? Thank you so much.